Hi everybody, it's Diane, and I am working on some more ephemera for the Cowboy journals. I have made pockets and I have made tags, and I'm going to make some journaling cards. I have a few supplies gathered. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with each card, but I have some stamps and some images and some of the handmade paper. I have a variety, quite a large variety of those. So that's what I want to use. So I have a coffee dyed index card. Let me zoom in a little bit. Hopefully that'll work for you. And I have my horse stamp, and I got the word gallop out of the Cowboy encyclopedia and a definition for gallop, and a piece of I guess it's handmade paper. I've had it for a long time. I don't even know where I got it. I had a variety. I'm trying to find the larger piece so I can show it to you, but oh, here it is. I had an assortment of different patterns of this, and I don't know where they came from. I've had them for a very long time. So anyway, I got just a little scrap of that. This is not what I want. I want this. So I'm thinking I'm going to make 4 with the index cards, and then maybe I'll make 4 using illustrations from the children's books with the cowboy images. 1 for each journal of each style. Let's see how we want to arrange this. I have the horse, I have the definition. I think I'll glue the definition down first, and that way the horse can be stamped over that a little bit. And I'll put this here. Yeah. Now, I don't have my usual setup with my glues and everything. I'm not done setting up in here. Where'd I put my... I got a box of glues and other adhesives and stuff. I keep thinking I should work more on getting the house set up. And I do every day. I do something. But I also need to take the time to make things for my shop. I did reopen my shop, by the way, and I was going to show you the journal, the shabby journal that was left in the shop when I closed it, so you could see which one was available. I can grab it because it's right around the corner. Well, let's forget that. I think I already started using this one. So yeah, I did open my shop again. There isn't much in there. There's a few things left, but there is a journal. Just a little one signature journal, kind of in a traveler's notebook style, but it's not exactly the right size for a traveler's notebook. But it's one of the shabby journals that I made just before I moved, with lots of lace and doilies and stuff. And I have my little word gallop here. Just put that over there. And then I also took some of my little stamps and stamped them on scraps of the coffee dyed brown glassine paper, so I can use some of those to embellish. Let's see, I had a glue stick yesterday. get another one. So today, my daughter and I went shopping just to the grocery store, just to Walmart. We got our groceries, and I got a few more things to help me organize the house. And I cleaned and organized in the kitchen and dining room. They're kind of like, it's all open. The living room, dining room, and kitchen are all open together. But I did the dining room and kitchen areas. So emptied a few more boxes that were there, and did a little, I mopped the floor and stuff because it was dirty from people tracking in from moving and all that. So that looks better. So I'm going to focus on one room a day this week and still have time. I have to work and I have to do some of this. That looks cute. I like that. I'm not sure if I'm going to sew around the edge of that. I might for interest. Let's just move on to the next one. This one, it's going to be upright. So I can use this Bucking Bronco stamp. So I know I want to use this and this piece of green handmade paper. I'm not sure what else I'm going to do to it. I have to check my Etsy messages again because I checked them while I was waiting on my phone while I was waiting for my daughter to finish checking out at Walmart. And it looks to me like 3 of the 4 journals have been claimed. But I have to check to make sure on my computer and actually respond to them. So it's very pale, but it's a nice grungy card. Oh, I was going to put this down first. I was going to put this down so I could stamp over this. So, let's do that again. I wanted to get a trash can, and that's why I went with my daughter, because she has kind of an SUV vehicle that we could put the trash can in the back. And they only had a rather flimsy one at Walmart. A larger size that I wanted. They only had a flimsy one, and it had a little crack in the bottom, and I didn't realize that there was a crack there until I was in the checkout line, and then I decided I didn't want it anyway because it was not as good quality. I had to throw out my other trash cans when I moved because I've had them for a long time and they were good quality ones, but they were both cracked. And I just didn't want to replace them until after I moved. So they went in the dumpster when I moved. So I have to put my garbage bags out front with no trash can, and there are food scraps in it, so let's hope the animals stay away from it. Okay, so there's just a little bit of a space there because this is slightly higher than that, of course, but that's fine, and it's a nice darker imprint than the first time. I can put this word on that says horse. So anyway, we could have gone to Lowe's, which is right next to Walmart in our town, but neither of us felt like it. So I'll get a trash can sometime. But that's why I went with her. That's why I wanted us to go together, so I could use her vehicle to transport the trash can. But I did get some organizers for shoes in my closet. And did I get anything else for organizing? Seems like I did, but I don't remember. So there's 2 cards. This one's cute. This one has this little boy from a children's book. And I already stamped, I took this piece of scrapbook paper that's printed like ledger paper, and I want to glue it to this card just so it's backed onto something sturdy. And I stamped this gust of wind that came with one of the Western, probably came with this set. I want to put that on there, and my little cowboy and the word cowboy. Adjust the light a little bit. So I found out where my missing shelves and lights were. It was a misunderstanding. One of the men from my church, who just so generously volunteered to help me move. Those guys did so much work on a Saturday. He was told that I didn't want the wire shelves and the fluorescent lights that I had hanging over my tables. So and I was telling people that, they could have what I didn't want. So he took home one set of shelves and both of the lights. But when he found out that I did want them, he said he would bring them back. I was more concerned about the shelves than the lights because they cost more. But if I can get it all back, that'd be great. Then I would just have to have somebody come and hang the stuff up for me. And then I can really get my craft room the way I want it, whatever way I possibly can in this small space. I appreciate your comments on my videos that showed my different collections of themes to make journals with. Some of you let me know which ones you're anxious to see. So it's quite a variety of things you're interested in seeing. So I hope that you'll be patient. Because I like to do unthemed journals too. I don't want to just do themed journals. In fact, I want to do more unthemed journals, but I think I'm going to do some themes for a little while just to use some of them up. That's cute. I can give him this little star. Like this. I like the star. Alright, I just have one more to make. And I have 2 horizontal and 1 vertical, so I guess maybe I'll do this one vertical. These images are from that book called Cowboys and Their Horses, or The Cowboy and His Horse. And that's from the 1950s. I think I hear some rain. I knew it was supposed to rain today. Now, I have this shadow stamp that I actually sold most of these. I think this is the only one that I kept. I kept thinking I was going to use them. Every time I did a D-stash, I'm like, no, I'm going to use it. And then I would do another D-stash, and I had never used it because I had them in different shapes and sizes. So I finally got rid of all of them except this one. So I am actually going to use it, I think. Oh, I don't think I can. I put all my light color, I put all of my Stampin' Up! Inks in storage. I do have the Distress inks. So please excuse me, I'm going to go get a Distress ink. If I don't like this color, we're just not going to go with it. But this is probably too dark. No, that's not too dark. Let's try it and see if you like it. If we don't like it, we can start over again. I did cut some of the pages for these journals. I got pages cut for 2 of the books. This is a paper I got a long time ago from, I forgot what company, but I used to order from by mail for stamps and papers. I only did it a couple times, but they had some really cool stuff. And you can see it's double-sided. But I want the darker side, I think. Oh, I forgot I was going to do it this way. I might have changed the position of that green square if I had done it that way, so we're just going to go with it this way. Can add a little paisley maybe. Maybe not. About a little piece of this pink handmade paper. I could stamp that piece of wood in the corner. Should have inked around that, and I didn't. So while I was gluing it down, I realized I didn't ink around it. That's okay. I want to see if this one can have something else, one of these things. Okay, so I have 4 journaling cards, one for each. Oh, sorry. So I have that one. And I may sew around all of these. That one's really cute. I think that's my favorite. I like that one too. And now I think I want to take some of these images that I cut from children's books and maybe some of these that I cut from the Cowboy and His Horse book and make some journal cards. Well, I've got 4 of these, so I can just make sure I get one for each journal with those. I did not get any backing paper though. Let me see what I have in scraps here. This is what I cut for one of the journals, and I've got all the scraps in here. It's a nice big scrap. I don't want to use the pattern scraps because I want to use them for other stuff. So that might be it for this. I use those. So I could cut them square, but I'm going to make them interesting and just kind of fussy cut around them a little bit. Not too fussy. Leave it like that. Don't have my paper trimmer in here either. That looks pretty straight. This is from a children's book, probably from the 30s, called The Friendly Village. So that'll just get tucked in a pocket. That's quick and easy. There is light text on the back, but it's so light that it can definitely be written on. And I might sew around that too with the brown thread to give it some more interest. There's another one. This one I'm just going to leave square because it doesn't have the rough edges. That was a little bit uneven. Come on, it's not that empty. Nothing much simpler than these journaling cards. But I love the images. I love the soft colors of these old children's book illustrations. I think they're just so beautiful. I had a quote that might go nice with this, with all the cattle on it, if I can find it. I just had it. Much space is needed for so many cattle. Yeah, I'm going to use that. Now you can hear my clock. Now that I'm all on one floor. I am going to cut these words apart, but thought I could get some of the inking done. It's fun trying to ink these tiny little pieces. Figure out where I want them. Much. That doesn't look very dark. Much. Space is needed. For so many cattle. I should put the 4 over here. There's room for it. There, I like that. Much space is needed for so many cattle. Okay, now oh, I have one more to glue. And this will just be kept square also. Or rectangular. So I'll probably sew around these. I don't know if I'll add any embellishment to them, but I may. Let's see. This one says along the trail. I don't think they're on the trail, but Uncle Rex was the children's favorite uncle. He owned a large ranch. Maybe this could be Uncle Rex. I think that quote's too long, especially if I want to cut it up. Is anybody branding? This one says brands and branding. It could be they're catching one, but they don't have a brand. Ride 'em Cowboy. Maybe I'll put that one on here. So I want to have at least one journaling card in every signature. So, but I'm making three different kinds for the 3 signatures. So I have this, and I have these, and then I'll probably try to do something with these images. So I'll have to look for some other quotes for these. I don't waste the time doing that right now. Okay, so what can I use for the background for these images? I have a couple of journals that are larger, so I'll make a couple of big cards and a couple of smaller ones that would fit in the smaller journals. My seat is in the saddle and my saddle's in the sky, and I'll quit punching cows in the sweet by and by. It's a song of a Chisholm Trail. Oh, I have these boots. I have to use those somehow. I might just glue them on as a tuck spot in a couple of the books. I wish I had 4 boots, but I don't. All right, so let's look at these scraps. Maybe make some journaling pieces out of them. I like him better on the colored piece. Let me look at my laces. I pulled some laces out that I might use in these journals. Got a little piece left of this green. Blends in too much. I like this right here. I've been holding on to this, and this journal is the perfect opportunity to use it. So we are going to use it. There's one. Maybe I'll use a different piece for this one. If I can get the pin out of it. It's got some little wooden beads on it. I don't think so, because the beads would be under that. I'll use that for something else. Just a little piece of that. Yeah, I think I'll use this one. I'm not sure how the light is today. I think I cast shadows because I have the light to my right and the tripod is to my left. So it will be nice to have my overhead lights back again. Then I won't have this one standing on the floor in my way either. Oops. We're making lots of journal cards today. Now, if I use a piece of colored handmade paper, it might work better. That looks better than just having a solid block of it. He can be off it a bit, but it does help bring him out from the background. Two of the journals are only about 5 inches wide, so I don't want to make all the cards too big. Since I'm using the handmade paper, I don't think I'll add any trim. I'll probably just do 2 journals at a time instead of trying to do all 4 at once, because they're different sizes. It just might end up having some differences, but at least I'm getting ephemera made for all of them ahead of time. And I have one more to do. and then we will be done. Okay, I want some of the blue to be showing over here, not just up there. So I think I'm going to have a little more of it showing by just trimming away some more of this. Actually, I'll trim the words right off and glue them on separately. It was that quote I read about the Chisholm Trail. Okay. Then of course I'll have to have pockets for all of these to go in. I made the fabric pockets. And maybe I can use wallpaper pieces for pockets, some of the smaller images from the wallpaper. And then this is going to be it for today. I think I'll have more time tomorrow to work on it because I don't work tomorrow and I don't have to go anywhere so far. So I can get some organizing and unpacking done and then hopefully still spend more time in here working on these journals. I'm enjoying them. I'll be glad when I get the pages all collated and ready and start being able to start decorating pages. So let's review what we did. We did 3 kinds of journaling cards, 4 of each. So we have the index card ones, and I used stamps, some text, and handmade paper, and book images for these cards. And then we did 4 with the children's book images, just glued to coffee dyed paper. And I'll have to find some text to put on 2 of them. Hopefully I'll find some. And then we did these. All of them are quite simple. I love these brown and white images though. Sometimes it's hard to glue things to coffee dyed paper because it's so crinkly. Okay, so we have this guy with his horse, and this guy with his bucking bronco, and that one on the Chisholm Trail. He looks sad and lonely. And that one, probably also on the Chisholm Trail. So I like these journaling cards. And I did these pockets in a video, so you probably saw those with the fabric and the burlap. And I did tags. So we have quite a bit of ephemera. I think now it's time to start actually figuring out what I want to put on each page and embellishing them that way. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm looking forward to getting back to work on these tomorrow. So I hope you'll join me tomorrow. Bye-bye.